Great Expectations, published in 1861, is one of Charles Dickens's most famous novels. It tells the story of an orphan named Pip and his journey from childhood to adulthood, exploring themes of social class, ambition and personal growth. The novel begins in rural England, where young Pip lives with his harsh sister, Mrs. Joe, and her kind-hearted husband, Joe Gargery, a blacksmith. One day, while visiting his parents' graves, Pip encounters an escaped convict named Magwitch who demands food and a file to free himself from his chains. Terrified, Pip helps him, but the convict is soon recaptured. Pip feels guilty, but Magwitch does not betray him to the authorities. Pip's life changes when he is invited to the home of Miss Havisham, a wealthy, eccentric old woman who was jilted at the altar years earlier. Miss Havisham lives in a decaying mansion and raises her beautiful but cold-hearted ward Estella to break men's hearts. Pip falls in love with Estella despite her cruelty and indifference towards him. He begins to feel ashamed of his humble origins and dreams of becoming a gentleman to win her love. Years later, Pip learns that he has come into a large fortune from an anonymous benefactor who wishes him to move to London and become a gentleman. Assuming the benefactor is Miss Havisham, Pip eagerly accepts and leaves for London, where he adopts a life of luxury and neglects his old friends, including Joe. In London, Pip befriends Herbert and lives extravagantly, but his new lifestyle brings little happiness. Over time, he becomes aware of the shallow nature of his aspirations and the emptiness of the upper class. The story takes a dramatic turn when Pip discovers that his true benefactor is not Miss Havisham, but Magwitch, the convict he helped as a child. Magwitch has become wealthy in Australia and has devoted his life to making Pip a gentleman. This revelation shocks Pip, who feels repelled by the idea that his wealth comes from a criminal. However, Pip's feelings gradually change as he comes to understand Magwitch's humanity and deep gratitude. Pip attempts to help Magwitch escape from the authorities, but their plan fails, and Magwitch is captured. He dies in prison, but not before Pip tells him that his lost daughter, who Magwitch does not know is Estella, survived and grew up to be a lady. Meanwhile, Pip learns that Estella has married an abusive man, Bentley Drummle, but she eventually leaves him after his death. Pip returns home, his fortune gone, and finds contentment in a simpler life. He reconciles with Joe and his wife Biddy, who have married and started a family. In the novel's ending, Pip encounters Estella again, and they walk away together, suggesting that they may finally find happiness with each other. The novel explores the rigid class structure of Victorian England and the desire for social mobility. Pip's journey reflects the dangers of aspiring to rise above one's social station at the expense of personal values. His initial shame about his origins and his pursuit of wealth lead him to neglect those who truly care about him, such as Joe. Personal growth and redemption. Great Expectations is also a story of personal growth and redemption. Pip's experiences teach him that true worth is not determined by social status or wealth, but by kindness, loyalty and integrity. By the end of the novel, Pip matures and seeks to make amends for his past mistakes. Love and rejection. The theme of unrequited love is central to the novel, particularly in Pip's feelings for Estella. Pip's love for her is intertwined with his desire for social advancement, but Estella's coldness highlights the emotional toll of their different upbringings. Miss Havisham's own experience with rejection and her manipulation of Estella adds another layer to this theme. The impact of wealth. The novel critiques the belief that wealth brings happiness. Pip's inherited fortune brings him little joy and leads to moral corruption and unhappiness. Magwitch's money, while it enables Pip's rise in society, comes with moral complexities that challenge Pip's perceptions of right and wrong. In conclusion, Great Expectations is a rich exploration of personal ambition, social class, and moral development. Through Pip's journey, Dickens portrays the complexities of human desires and the importance of staying true to oneself.